in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Please welcome.
Please welcome.
Please welcome.
Welcome to the gayest podcast ever.
Hello, ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the gayest podcast ever.
What you call me?
I'm Josh, and I'm here with
Eric and CG.
And welcome to our very special holiday-themed episode of the gayest podcast ever. We're here today. We just wanted to,
How is it Christmas?
Right?
How is it time for Christmas? I cannot believe it.
We were just filming a Halloween episode, it felt like.
Seriously. Time is flying by, but I mean, let's blink after Christmas and let it be spring. Because we're going to Florida in a couple weeks.
Florida,
yes.
Yeah. We're dreaming of a
sandy Christmas.
Yes. But yeah, so we're super excited. We're so thankful for you guys and the journey you've come with us this year. And we just really wanted to throw a little special holiday cheer your way. So we thought we would, kind of kick it off and start about our little holiday traditions.
So I guess Christmas is a time of year that everyone has certain traditions and things that they do. I know for me, my family always does their gifts on Christmas Day. A lot of families do, but some families also do theirs on Christmas Eve night, the day after, just depending on your family. People have certain traditions when they hanging their ornaments, everyone does different things. So what are some traditions that you guys do?
Well, for me, for instance, I mean, if there are children listening right now, plug your ears. But that's how I found out the big guy wasn't real.
Spoilers!
Right. So my mom's birthday is actually Christmas Eve. But my cousins, when they were little, my uncle and his first wife were divorced. So my cousin would come over and they would all open their presents Christmas Eve, and we never understood. And so then I was 6. I just got told the news, and it kind of just ruined everything.
When
you were
you're
devastated, though?
I was devastated.
You're also the youngest of 4, right?
I'm the youngest of 4, yes.
So I think I found out Santa wasn't real just naturally. I think kids at school just talking about it. I think I had to break it to my parents that, guess what?
Oh, Marsha still writes to Eric
Guys,
from Santa.
I'm today years old when I found out Santa wasn't real.
You're like Phoebe on Friends right now.
I found out on the gayest podcast ever that Santa wasn't real.
But we were sorry. We were allowed to go through our stockings Christmas morning and play our video games for Super Nintendo or whatever we'd got that year. But we weren't allowed to open any gifts until our parents were up, and they were usually up wrapping till 4 or 5 in the morning. So they never wanted to get up. But
right,
yeah.
So I know some families growing up would be like, oh, so you can open one gift now, and then you got to wait till the rest.
Me and Dan do that.
So yeah, growing up though, I never was allowed to do that.
Well, and so just to finish up the Santa stories, I actually did find out we were going to a big family Christmas party, and Santa was going to be there. And as I was, packing the car and getting shit ready, because anyone who's ever seen me ever, I bring 30 bags with me any Christmas.
You live out of your car.
Exactly. Well, I get it from somewhere, and it's from my mother. And so I was like, oh, we got to get this in the car and this in the car. And I go, oh, what's in this bag? And I was like, no. And I looked and it said to Josh from Santa. And I was like, oh. And that's how I found out.
So my parents, even afterwards, even when I was in high school, they continue to do gifts from Santa.
Oh, your mom still do that.
Yes, my mom does. She'll put something
My oldest
from
brother's
Santa.
52 and he still gets gifts from Santa.
Yeah, and it's like, oh, Mom, that's cute. Your font is so easily read.
And then our gifts were always my mom's very neat, and Jen and Jeremy's mom, we always celebrated Christmas with them, but my Aunt Heidi would just wrap their gifts and
really
put some
quickly.
Scotch tape. Yeah, she wasn't my mom puts it in boxes and it's all cornered. Yeah.
So my dad always did this thing, and I love it. I didn't really appreciate it when it was happening, but now looking back, it was great. We would all open our gifts. Open everything. We'd all sit around and talk about what was your favorite gift. This was a good day. We all had fun.
That's sweet.
And then my dad would be like, "Oh, what's that over there in the corner?" Or, "Oh, I think I saw something in the closet
It's a new
earlier."
card.
And they'd be like, "Oh, here's one more gift. Oh, it's to you.
It's a Lexus."
Right? And so it was always cute. Sometimes he would do it to my mom. Sometimes he'd do it to me. But I think I got our first family computer was one of those situations. What's that under the blanket over there?
We got a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, same.
like the family gifts.
My brother Brian would always open our games and play them and then put them back in the box.
God.
We would go downstairs and his presents would be separated in their own separate paper pile.
I'll never forget the Christmas. So my parents bowled every like other Saturday night, and so we had a babysitter, and we were gonna play hide and seek, and we were playing this game, and we were downstairs, and I was downstairs. I'm like, well, I'm gonna be really good, and I'm gonna hide like in this back area where no one ever goes. And I look up, and I was like, what are they? I was like, oh, they're beanbag chairs. And like, this is how dated it was. My parents got us beanbag chairs, but they had to hide because they're huge.
Yeah.
So they like hit them in an area where no one goes, but we were playing hide and go seek.
Right.
And so we literally called, like when my parents like called to check in us from like the alley phone or whatever, I guess.
The payphone?
Yeah, because it wasn't a cell phone.
No, Josh, they're called payphones. It's like when people used to page you and you'd borrow a quarter and then it went up to 35 cents.
Or like you'd call collect and be like, hey mom, I'm ready to pick me up. Yeah.
All the time.
Jim Doors. But yeah, no, so that was also, but then we loved it. And mom was like, oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, enjoy the beanbag chairs, so.
Another tradition was our family always did Christmas trees. We would always go get a live Christmas tree every year.
Oh, y'all like the Griswolds.
You're right. So, I'm a Kentucky boy.
Yeah.
We do things rugged. So we would always get up on a certain day, usually right after Thanksgiving. We would go to a local tree farm. And my parents were always big. We had to go out. We had to cut it down and do all this stuff.
Just like in the
I love
Hallmark
it.
movie.
I know. And I still do it today. Steve and I went this past weekend. We got a live tree. We didn't cut it down. We got it at Lowe's. I mean,
wait, I would have been like, is there a lumberjack around here that can come help cut this? Is he in that
trees,
buffalo?
but the needles like all over the
I love
floor.
it.
Ugh.
So in Lexington, though, we had a tree farm literally like just down the street from us.
Oh, like I got married at a tree farm.
I know you did. I was there. I was drunk. So
I hosted the after party.
right. What was really great about that tradition for Steve and I is we would go to this tree farm every year. We'd pick out our tree, and then they would take our picture with the tree, and there'd be like a 2016 or something like in the background.
Cute.
And so when we came back the next year to get our tree, we could get that picture from the previous year.
Did they put like best friends or like were you like a couple?
No, they didn't put anything. It just
Kentucky.
said 2016 or whatever. But it was we would always go to Starbucks first, get a coffee, and then go to the tree farm, load it up on the Jeep, take it home, decorate it. Steve always wants to listen to the full Amy Grant Christmas album.
Of course he does.
Because that's her girl.
Spencer I walked in the other day and he was listening to the Amy Grant Christmas album. He's like, this is my favorite Christmas album. I go, you and Steve.
Oh my God, they're
can't."
like best friends.
Yes. No. And they're like, and Spencer was born the year that album came out.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
Do not tell Steve that. They will not be best friends.
But
No.
I think it's adorable.
I just like one of our special things I always love about Christmas now, like that since I've been with Dan, is we got engaged decorating our Christmas tree. So
Love that.
Dan loves Christmas.
Just like in a Hallmark movie.
Oh my God, you and these Hallmark movies. So he loves Christmas ornaments. So, he's got all these individually packed ones. And literally, I'm the
Oh,
5-year.
Dan loves Christmas.
Yeah,
There's
like,
no,
I'm like-
there's no ornament. There's no light. It's just Dan loves Christmas.
Well, do you know I had to get rid of that Christmas room to get my bathroom, but I
Well
like
worth it.
We saw your basement explode.
so worth it, but it's nice. Like I had this whole night planned and it didn't work out the way that we wanted it to. We were going to go by the tree in Detroit, and he was doing like a side project and just got held up. So we just actually ordered Chinese, but I just knew that that's how we wanted to get engaged, and I had the ornament made for him. And so it was very nice. We had a fire, but like decorating the tree, but I'm truly the 5-year-old. Like he waits for me to go to bed so he can arrange all the bulbs on the tree, right? He really wants that.
I love it.
I think getting engaged at Christmas is just like the sweetest, most romantic thing ever. Like, and like, I'm a sucker for Christmas. I just love it. I think it's so romantic and so beautiful. And I always like, if I ever got engaged, it'd be right at Christmas.
So-
Because it's just like, it's magical.
I don't know if you know this, but Steve and I also got engaged at Christmas time.
You didn't.
So
Did you? Oh wait, I think I know this.
we
story.
had,
I
we had
do.
gone out to dinner that night for a charity event, and we got home. We were a little tipsy. We'd been drinking a little bit. It was for charity. All the
I
proceeds
wouldn't
went.
mind.
So I think I was looking up something because we were planning a vacation, a cruise in January. So I was looking up something on the computer, and Steve was like, "Oh, come look at the tree. Look how pretty the tree is." And I literally said, Steve, I've been looking at the tree all week. I don't need to come over there. And he's like, no, please,
Oh my
please come look at the
gosh.
tree. So I go,
I need to remember this because I literally be that exact
so
same
I
person.
got up, walked over. I was like, yeah, it looks great. And then he gets down on one knee, and I was like, Oh, okay. And then I realized I was wearing
This
pajamas.
is my perfect outfit.
I was wearing pajamas. I'm like, this is the worst moment.
No photos.
Ever. But it was cute. We took a photo, posted online, even though it
On
was like,
MySpace?
yes, no, it was on Facebook. But it
On gay.com.
I just remember thinking like, wait a minute, I never thought that I'd ever get married, and then 2 years later,
Yeah.
we were.
We have like our ball was like right there, and then like our first wedding
Yeah, then
anniversary.
your ornament.
Yeah,
You have
our
the
ornament for our first.
Because
years
like that
of
was how you did
husband.
it. The ornament said, "Will you marry me?" Right?
Yep, in his little U of M colors. So he would be real excited. Sorry, Josh.
Just puked a little bit in my mouth, but love is love.
So Spencer, if you're listening,
So Spencer,
you've
if
got
you're
some great
listening,
ideas.
He doesn't listen to this
I hope
podcast.
you propose on April Fool's Day.
Well, if he doesn't listen to the podcast, then
Well,
no.
I mean, my birthday is also December 23rd, so it's hard being a
That's the
Christmas.
day that Alyssa and Danielle got engaged.
It was our
Yeah.
good friends who were going to Florida for their wedding in January.
That was a fast 2 years.
It was. It
Nothing's
was.
better than a wedding in Florida.
in January
Right.
when you're from the Midwest. But yeah, no, so I always remember the day they got engaged because it was my birthday. But yeah, and that's, it's hard being a Christmas baby, but
You and Marsha should celebrate together.
I say it's hard being a Christmas baby, but the other thing is like I get to see everyone during the holidays. So I do get to see
Right.
a lot of people. I might not be the reason for the season.
You were last year.
I was.
So
I
a little bit of
was.
it, little back history. So last year we planned a surprise party for Josh because he never gets to have the big birthday parties and stuff because it's birthday and it was on a Sunday and the gays love their Sunday fun day and we love
we
our
did.
brunch.
They lured me in with brunch.
We learned about the brunch and he had no idea and we went to the Elks and his whole family was there and all
It
of
was-
us and he was blown away.
Oh, I cried. I sobbed like a baby. Well, and the whole time is like I'm in the parking lot before the bar and I hear Britney Spears.
Yeah, and then you walked in.
And I'm literally I'm in the parking lot. I'm like, yeah, I go, guys, we got to go inside. They're playing Britney Spears. Like, I just want to dance. I'm like, and then I literally start walking in. I'm dancing. All of a sudden, I see my Aunt Elsie and I was like, what's she doing here? And then everyone shouts surprise. And I was like, what? I look around like, is it for me? Yeah, it was wonderful. It was beautiful. I have some of the best family and friends ever. And that people because Christmas is busy. The holidays
right.
are busy.
The parties are
the party
out of
and
control.
I'm trying not to be super oh my
trying to
god,
enjoy the holidays.
I'm trying to enjoy them.
and it's hard.
This year more than ever, I've really put in a lot of effort to try to enjoy the
Yes,
holidays
and
as
not
much.
be so Krampus and crazy but
Let me ask you a question, TJ. So, since you're away from home, is it easier to be less stressed that you're away from home, or do you think it makes it harder because you're away from home?
It has definitely been more stressful since moving, and that's why this year I really tried to put a lot of effort in. The past few years after moving, it felt like Christmas came, and I do have a lot more responsibility at work since moving too, so that changed a lot of things. But this year, I was very adamant about getting our Christmas tree the weekend after Thanksgiving. I've been listening to the Christmas music.
Well,
music for
Thanksgiving
weeks
was
now.
super
you guys
late.
started with the Christmas music a little too early.
Thanksgiving was super late this year.
Yes,
so
it
I
was
get that.
the
You're
latest.
hosting your holiday party in just a few days,
Yeah.
because it just the way it happened.
And that was another tradition I want to talk about. So Steve and I always host a annual Christmas ornament exchange. We did this back in Lexington. I think we did 5 or 6 years in Lexington. I'm not sure. We skipped 1 year, and then we had it again last year here in Michigan, and this will be our second year. And we're
I
excited.
loved it. I thought it was such a great
We just hung your ornaments.
Well, yeah, then that's the thing. What we like about every year when we go to hang ornaments, we think about the parties from the years past. Like, oh my god, I remember
what a party
this.
it was last year.
I can't wait.
Oh my gosh, there were some stories.
There were so many good memories.
Yeah, but it's wonderful that not only it just wasn't a holiday party, it was a party to remember.
Yeah. Mhm.
And so you remember the year, and part of me almost wants to get the year somehow maybe I'll put it on the ornament just so everyone.
And we were super in the spirit because we went downtown Detroit last year before their party, and
Yes.
we're trying to soak up Christmas and everything.
Yeah, we were Buddy the Elf and all over town.
Yeah.
But yeah, so
I
Christmas.
love traditions. They're
Yes.
good for
They're great.
Christmas.
And I love that you guys have started new ones. Even I'm in my 30s, and between the ornament party, which I know is I'm looking for, and this is Spencer's first year, and he got his ornament, so he's excited. And then the same thing, you guys got engaged, and now you do your Christmas thing. It's just it's beautiful. beautiful.
Oh no,
It's
girl, we're
lovely.
New Year's.
Right.
Oh, I mean, I know.
Yeah.
I just mean like decorating the tree's important to you because that's how.
Because we are hosting both of our family Christmases at our house this year. And
Good
now
luck
this year
to
we
you.
have 2 trees in our house, and next year he wants a real one, so he wants to have 3 trees. And I'm like, you are getting a little bit too much. For
I have
me.
not been in a relationship at the holidays since 2010. So this is
Oh my god, I was like still married to a woman.
yeah. So like
Ho,
balancing.
ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Right.
I'm gay.
So I'm like, ooh, balancing though, like 2 work Christmas parties, 2 friends, 2 family. You know,
It's hard to balance. It is, and it's
'Cause you
like
wanna
everybody
see
wants
everyone.
to pull you, yeah, and you want to do all these things.
I want to be everywhere, but at the exact same time, like I don't want to be like a nervous wreck in the car driving from one Christmas party to the next just
But
to
people,
enjoy.
people have to understand
You
that.
have to.
Like, just breathe and try and relax. Because it's like,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like your wedding day almost. Like the
Yes.
Christmas season goes by so fast
Yes, that's
that like you're
exactly
gonna blink and it's gonna be over. Like Thanksgiving was late and now we're in the Christmas season, and I just want to try and enjoy it. So
Well, boys, let's make a little cheers. Let's make a little toast.
Cheers to
And
Christmas.
say cheers to Christmas and make
Cheers to
sure that we
Christmas.
enjoy
Chink.
every moment of it.
I love the way that you talk.
Yes, and so now I want to talk about what you kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but Christmas music. So
just about Mariah Carey? Or
This is not the Mariah Carey Christmas podcast, but no. So Christmas songs, and I feel like Christmas songs have gotten kind of a bad rap in the last couple years because people shove them down your throat on October 31st.
yes, it upsets me.
I get that. And so I kind of want to tackle this like kind of twofold. When we're talking about Christmas music, I love music and I love charts. And I love knowing everything about everything.
No.
Yeah, right. I know. I'm such a chart queen.
You said it, not us.
Yeah, not us. Yeah.
I'm kind of glad I gave myself that little nickname right there. But no, and
You're
this
the
is
only one calling yourself that.
all right. So I found out I did some research. I did some work because I want to know when it happened that we started like it's called the Christmas creep is the name we've given to it.
That is the worst name ever.
I've never heard this
I
ever.
see when you say Christmas creep, I think of a guy like literally like
Billy Bob Thornton from Band Santa.
Yeah, like someone singing in your Christmas party and like peeing all over your bathroom. It's just crazy.
that would never happen.
it would
would
never
it?
happen.
Fighting on your front lawn, whatever.
Yeah. But so the Christmas creep is that every year Christmas gets a little bit earlier.
Yes.
And so growing up, what I remember, especially it was like 100.3 if you're WNIC in Detroit, Christmas music started on the day after Thanksgiving. And that's when they went Christmas music and they started playing it. And then one year they started doing it on Thanksgiving. I was like, okay. Well, then it's just gotten earlier and earlier. And now it's like November 1st.
You can't even go to the stores in September without it
jeez.
being like in your
Oh,
face.
yeah. So I did some research, and so when it really started happening was post September 11th. And what happened was
To try and bring the cheer.
to try and bring the cheer and to try and bring all this and that. The radio was like, oh, what?
Then it should have stopped in September 2012.
Well,
Yeah. Well, it just got worse.
it makes a
but,
lot of sense,
guys. Even so I did some more. Like I said, I did my research, and even in 2017, one of Chicago's like biggest networks, their audience share grew quadruple between November and December after making the switch on November 1st.
Well, this year when you guys were all trying to like shove it down our throats, and I was like, I'm just not ready for it. Producer Chad was all like,
you mean 98.7 The Breeze?
He was like, yeah, we're doing Christmas music. And I
Radio
worked
dot-
on it. You're going to listen to it and like it.
Check out radio.com 97 The Breeze, your Christmas classic radio.
Okay, like, but I just don't get why it has to be so early. Like, I
agree.
love Thanksgiving. I just feel like it makes you skip over Thanksgiving. Like this weekend, yeah, I totally switched over from Thanksgiving mode to Christmas mode.
Nope,
I'm
not
ready
me.
to do it.
Not me. I have got to the point now where I associate Thanksgiving and Christmas as one holiday. So, like, I would even mind having my tree up for Thanksgiving.
Nobody can even see the stink I am giving him right now.
I love it. I love it
Spencer
so
and
much.
I had the tree up for Thanksgiving, and it was really lovely. It was really nice, and the bird still got its day. We didn't like hate on Thanksgiving.
Did
We
you go
still-
home and drink wine in the dark and stare at the tree after you ate the bird?
Yes.
I did that before and after.
See,
Before,
that's
during, and
not
after.
Christmas.
No, it's so nice to enjoy Thanksgiving,
I'm
as
gonna
you
remind
should.
you of you guys this when it snows 15 inches. I'm like, it's so nice.
But I think it gets so crazy.
I think it's crazy that you think science and weather are related to our listening to Christmas music.
But it gets so crazy once Thanksgiving is over. Like, that's why it gets hectic.
It's
like,
hectic, 'cause-
Start early and then just
I know I need to
enjoy
like
it.
start. Like my shopping's not done
Oh, like I have 4 Christmas parties this weekend, 5 next weekend. What, of course I had to get my tree up before Thanksgiving. It's been all hell since then.
Guys, we're supposed to be talking about music.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Not
So,
to go back to
yet. God blesses everyone.
All right.
We
So
went a little bit Scrooge there for a minute.
you're right. We're supposed to be holly jolly.
Yeah.
And this is actually super funny. So if we're talking about Christmas music, which I'm supposed to be doing, so I one time, and this is where I really found out how I feel about Christmas music. I was G-chatting with my friend Jess, who is one of those people that sneaks listens Christmas albums in October when they come out and doesn't tell anyone, but she like told me, and she's like, I listened to this Christmas album, I'm not gonna tell anyone, but I'm super excited and I love it. And I was like, Jess, the turkey, let it go. But so she's when I'm talking, and then we're G-chatting about Christmas music and this and that. And I was like, you know what? I'm so over this holly jolly bullshit. Like, I just hate myself, these Christmas traditions, these traditional songs. So like, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus.
Whoa.
You know what?
When Anna Kendrick remade that with Snoop Dogg, I still want to hear that album. You said you added it to your playlist.
I did.
Don't dog, here comes Santa Claus.
So this is my problem. And of course, because I did my research to back it up.
If you say research one more
I
time.
can't help but I take this podcast seriously, Eric. So, of the top 30 most performed Christmas songs in the last 4 years, so we're talking from like 2015 to 2019, 43% were written in the 1930s or 40s.
Okay,
Well,
let's play a
because they're
game.
classics, though.
Let's play a game. What's your favorite Christmas song?
I'll be home for Christmas.
Okay, good. Just
I
jumped
was
the
ready.
gun right there. Jesus, I didn't even get my pants off like that.
All right, and while I think you know this, and this is why you're trying to trick me.
What's your favorite Christmas song?
Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Okay.
Oh, I love it.
I don't even know the name of mine, but I just know this. It's like the snow's coming down.
Oh,
I'm walking.
That's
baby, please come home for Christmas.
That's a modern song.
Yeah, but
It is
like
a modern
Mariah
song.
Carey made it.
Yeah.
I like her
The
version.
Eagles.
Yes, there's a couple different versions.
Yeah. But so, all right. So I'm talking about, so 43% of the Christmas songs. So the song, when you turn on 98.7, The Breeze, when you turn on that, 43% of the songs were written in the 1930s or 40s. Okay. Then 40% of the songs were written in the 50s and 60s. So we're literally left with 17% written in the 70s and beyond.
And that is your NSYNC Happy Holidays.
Now that's Mariah Carey. That's
Well,
what that is.
well, it's because-
and ever so often they'll insert a Josh Groban.
She just got angry.
Right.
Spice.
Sorry.
It's because all those songs
deep breath,
were
deep
written.
breath.
They were sung every year, and then by the time it got to where they were on the radio, that's what people recorded. And then the next year, someone else redid it. And if you do a Christmas song, a new Christmas song, it's a hard sell. It could be a hit or it could
You
be
ever
a
heard
miss.
Christmas Shoes? It's like the most depressing.
Don't talk about the Christmas shoes. I'm going to cry right here.
I'm gonna start crying just you
It's the
bringing it
most
up.
depressing Christmas song. And
I hate the fact that you brought up Christmas shoes.
I mean, and then
It's literally about a woman dying of cancer.
literally, I one time was in the car and Christmas Shoes was on, and then the next song was the Dominic the Donkey song, and I was like, "What a transformation!"
I
talk
can't.
about talking on my emotions. But that and then
My
like,
girlfriend Jenny's gonna love that you referenced Dominic the Donkey. She's Italian,
that was my ex-wife's favorite Christmas song.
Yeah.
So we would hear it all the time, and like my brother's is the hippopotamus song. So like
That's a classic. I
they
love
like
that
those
one.
corny ones.
I want a
All right. So
My brother used to fall asleep all the time to "Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree" by Brenda Lee. That was the only
I love that one,
song
too.
he
That's
would
a
go to
great
sleep
one.
to.
And you know what?
That's a
It
great
always reminds me of Home Alone because they do the scene. But you know what? It's another one of those crazy Christmas songs that's a classic, quote
Grandma got
unquote.
ran over by reindeer.
No, All I Want for Christmas Are My Two Front Teeth.
Two front teeth, yeah.
What? Who the hell was singing?
It was during the Depression, 1930s and 40s, and
Do you know
someone
how
was
long
like, "You know what? You're lucky to have teeth."
Do you know how long it took me to figure out that I saw Mama kissing Santa Claus like Dad was Santa Claus? Like, I was like, wait, what? Like,
Oh, my mom's not a slut?
my mom's like, how? What?
I love the Jackson 5 version.
Oh, I do.
Oh, that is a really good version. All right, so I got a chart.
Of course you do.
He got a brutal spreadsheet upon him.
It's a spreadsheet, and I'm not afraid of that. And I love Chris Brown. All right, so the number one most played song on everything, the most played everything, Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Okay.
And I think the Jackson 5 helped contribute to that because
Right.
it's really good.
Santa Claus.
Yep,
Yep.
exactly. Number 2, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Because
Yeah.
everyone wants to cover it. It's so good. It's so beautiful. Like, if you listen to the words of it,
I mean,
it's
it's not as
beautiful.
good as Oh Holy Night, but I get it.
Well, you know what? And yeah, the other thing that I read online was that 50% of these songs were written by Jews.
Well, yeah.
Wow. That's quite a number.
Idina Menzel, I recently saw an interview with Idina Menzel, who just came out with the Christmas
Yeah,
album.
she's
And
good too.
She's Jewish, and
Yeah.
she said, growing up, I always wanted
Yeah.
a Christmas tree. I wanted a Christmas album. I was so deprived as a child, so I wrote a Christmas album.
It's like when poor Charlotte had to get rid of her little tree in Sex in the
Yes.
City.
Yeah, one of my favorite Spartans, Rachel Shapiro. I don't know if you're listening or not. She lives in Nashville now, but she was one of our Jewish friends, and she literally was like, "I love Christmas songs so much.
Oh
Don't
my
tell
God.
anyone."
I love it.
She had that Hanson Snowden album like on repeat.
The NSYNC one is one of my favorite Christmas songs.
Merry Christmas, Happy
Merry
Holidays.
Christmas.
Is such a,
Somebody
and
just remade that. Somebody is remaking it.
that's how you know you're old.
I just heard it on the
Scene
radio.
songs are getting remade.
What is the song, the Canon and D one?
Oh,
The wedding song?
No.
Yeah, but it's the beginning of it.
Trans-Siberian
Yeah.
Orchestra.
Oh, I love
like
it.
Christmas in Sarajevo or
Love it.
whatever. So Santa Claus is Coming to Town is number 1. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas number 2. Winter Wonderland is number 3. Let It Snow, Let It Snow, Let It Snow is number 4. Number 5 is the Christmas song. And I really do enjoy the Christmas song. Like,
How has Mariah not made this list yet?
because
Oh, she's the only.
I have
17
some facts
Oh my
about
God,
this.
he's got facts, you ladies and gentlemen.
So, the Mariah Carey Christmas song did not even chart. Mariah Carey's Christmas album Merry Christmas it didn't even sell well, which is crazy. It just became a hit in the 2010s. Mariah Carey's yeah. I think in 2003 with Love Actually, I think that helped spark it a little bit, and that's what really happened. But it just cracked for the first time ever, hit the Billboard top 10 it was in 2015 or 2017. But I mean, it should be known that Mariah Carey makes $2 million from that song every Christmas.
single year.
Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah.
She makes $2 million.
She
from that
needs
song.
it too.
I saw.
She wrote that.
Right. She wrote, and she owns every bit of that.
Yeah, and so anyone who sings it, if we're not going to do it because we can't pay those royalties.
I'm still
but-
not. Yeah, I just Christmas music.
So
I can do it the
And
actual week of.
So my problem is a lot of these songs feel so old and so dated, and I don't like that.
It's the same thing over and over.
So I love me. I have a Spotify playlist called No Jingle Bells Allowed, and it's all newer Christmas music, and it's all like a lot of like Josh Groban and that Believe song from the Polar Express, which makes me cry. And then there's some Kelly Clarkson, her holiday because
Dressed in
it's not a
red.
podcast.
Wrapped in red.
It's not a podcast unless we mention.
I like some Kenny and Dolly. I'll be there with bells on.
Yeah, Hard Candy Christmas
Right.
by Dolly Parton is underplayed at Christmas time. 98.7 The Breeze FM. Add that to your rotation.
So I read or I watched an interview with Michael Bublé, and he said that every year he gets this giant
I
royalty
bet
check.
every January he
Because-
gets a huge royalty check.
In the summer, I don't know why it's in the summer because I guess it doesn't make
Christmas
any
in
sense because
July?
it's Christmas is weird. But Australia always has his Christmas album as the number 1 album of the year.
Josh Groban in that Noel album is literally one of the
Oh,
best
I
selling.
do like Noel.
Oh, the first
The
Noel.
song. Yeah, I
that's a
like
good one.
that song. Just clicked.
Oh, that's a good one.
And so what's super funny is for the last 5 years, know who's had the number 1 holiday album every single year?
Who?
Pentatonics.
Oh,
Yes.
well, the Pentatonics
People
are
love
great.
that.
They were.
Yes.
I almost used them as like my wedding intro song.
Was it Silent Night? The song?
So the two big ones, they did Little Drummer Boy,
Uh-huh.
and they did Mary Did You Know.
Mary, did you know? So
And so those two like went viral on YouTube, and everyone, your great aunt Sharon was
that's
spilling
my mom's
that.
name. Oh, hey Sharon.
Yeah, she's literally like they're sharing it. Betty, Sister Margaret Mary is sharing it. They like it on Facebook.
Well, there was
and
a Facebook
the Christian networks. picked
Yeah,
it
well,
up.
there was a Facebook post that went viral that was like, "This band recorded this song, and you will cry every time you hear it."
Exactly.
It's called Christmas Shoes.
Stop with the Christmas shoes.
Won't you die if Pentatonics releases a cover of Christmas Shoes?
Oh my
this
god, I'm
week?
literally recreating my MySpace and making
We are
that my
posting this
background.
episode if that happens.
Yeah.
Like the second it happens.
I can just hear them now. They're a little
Yeah.
dum 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 dum. Sir, I wanna buy these shoes.
Stop it! I can't. I'm dead. I mean, I love it. Did you ever see the movie? I think Hallmark or Lifetime made a
No,
movie
I
about
never
it.
saw the movie.
Of course, I saw the
That's
movie.
like asking me if I watch Marley and Me.
right.
I'm
It's
never
got,
watching it.
It's got Kimberly Williams Paisley.
Yeah, I'd prefer not to commit suicide.
She's-
so.
yeah.
She's the mom that like befriends she's got a son who's becomes best friends with the little son whose mom is dying of cancer. So she's the one that rallies like the neighborhood.
This clearly isn't on the Hallmark Channel.
I think it's Lifetime.
Thank God.
Well, Lifetime people die. So.
Yeah. But
right.
yeah, so all I'm trying to say is Christmas music lovers, it doesn't all have to be Bing Crosby and Gene Autry. You know what? There's a lot of really, really good Christmas songs out there by Kelly Clarkson and Josh Groban and Sarah Bareilles.
Sia now has her own.
Sia, Katy Perry just released a music video this week of her new holiday song. Ariana Grande, Santa Tell Me. Come on, guys.
Santa Tell Me.
We don't need all of these old songs from the Depression era. It's a new depressed era.
So I brought up Sia, and I just realized this today, so I want to get it in. She has a song, and it plays at work all the time. It's Puppies Aren't Just for Christmas.
I love that.
Have you listened
It's
to
adorable.
Oh my
Puppies
God.
aren't just for Christmas.
I finally heard the lyrics, like really listen to the lyrics today. I'm like, okay, political Sia.
Was it like, oh, can you actually handle a puppy?
Well, yeah, it's saying don't buy a puppy just for Christmas.
Come like February when you have to stand out in the cold, wait for it to shit for 10 minutes.
Right.
Like
puppies
don't.
are for life. Like they're not just for Christmas.
Gay men.
Gay men.
Gay men.
There's plenty of shelters out there. Go adopt a dog this holiday
Oh
season.
my God, Dan, adopt me a dog.
No.
Adopt, not shop.
Yes.
All right.
I love the way that you talk.
All right, now
All
it's
right.
one of my topics.
All right.
I am
Eric.
super excited to talk about Christmas movies. Not Hallmark or Lifetime, actual Christmas movies where like everybody's gonna fall in love in 1 month, like it's an episode of The Bachelor and they live happily ever after.
So Disney Plus?
Right.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if I can.
Sorry for all you pumpkin spice latte girls who transitioned over to the peppermint mochas who now watch Lifetime movies.
You
I don't know if I
me
can
out.
contribute
You just
to
called
this
Josh and I out.
podcast. If I can, you know what? I'll let you do you, and I'll just comment. And
So I just went through a couple lists of what are the most popular Christmas movies. So National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation,
Of
classic.
course.
that's
Classic.
my favorite. I as
Classic.
someone who is addicted to Hallmark movies. If you
How do you
ask-
not watch it? You have to watch
If you
it.
ask me what is my
Holiday
favorite,
Road.
Yes.
if you ask me
That's why I
what
was
is
so confused why Darlene and why David and our Audrey and Rusty were making out on the new episodes of Roseanne. I was like, no, you can't do that.
yeah, no, if you ask me, it's my favorite Christmas movie of all time.
It's a
Mele
classic.
Kalikimaka is a fine way.
Yes. So basically, this episode is just an excuse for you guys to sing every song.
And I really actually thought that there was going to be 1 year that my dad was going to get a Christmas bonus where we got an indoor or in-ground pool. Like, did you guys grow up thinking that?
No.
No, 'cause
Did you also think you'd get a leg lamp as your Christmas bonus?
Tis the season to be merry.
Fragile.
Well, that's my name.
Don't bring up that movie.
I love that movie.
Josh, I just want you to spill your wine a little bit so I can be like, and why is the carpet all wet, Todd?
I don't know, Margot.
Home Alone.
Shitter's full.
I said that to Spencer the other day and he didn't get it.
Young
These
kids.
children nowadays.
Home Alone, classic. Love Home Alone. Home Alone 2.
Spencer's
Amazing.
already made me watch it.
Yeah.
So,
I'm taping them as they go.
Can we talk about the legalities of Home Alone and how many courts would be in on that?
You guys, we should really watch it. We should.
You
Spencer,
guys are taking away from the spirit of Christmas.
it's okay.
So child abandonment. Okay, let's get.
I mean, I do feel bad for Moira. She did leave her baby behind.
You call her more.
Is that her name?
Not at home.
Oh, no, it's not.
No.
I just think Schitt's
Kate.
Creek.
Kate is her name.
Kate.
Peter,
Yes.
Peter and Kate.
Peter and Kate.
McAllister.
And then there was Linny, Kevin, Buzz, Jeff, and I can't remember the other daughter.
Someone did their homework.
I also have kind of something that I think might shook the world a little bit. But when me and Spencer were watching it, they all say that it's who's the dad's name? What's his name?
Peter.
Peter. It's Peter's brother who flies Frank. No, Peter has two brothers. One lives in Paris.
Rob lives in Paris.
And then Frank is the one that's there. So the one that lives in Paris is the one that pays for everyone to go to Paris.
Oh.
And everyone's like, "Oh, I just want to be a job."
Sure. I'm going to have to fact check that.
Spencer was kind of shook when we watched it.
I'm going to
and I
fact
was
check
like,
that and get
okay.
back to you.
Does it
Okay.
matter? Because did you see the McAllister house?
Oh,
That's
it's
true.
gorgeous. Spencer looked it up. It's ridiculous.
Love Actually.
One of my favorite. I could watch that year round.
Oh, well, yeah, we watched it. That was one of our Christmas movies we watched last
Yes,
year.
but year round, I could watch that movie.
I watched it Sunday night and I still cried.
Scrooge, there's a big one with Bill Murray.
I love that. I don't see it enough. I do not see
I
it
think
enough.
it's funny.
I
love it.
haven't seen it in years, and I would be willing to watch it.
I really liked it.
We might have to do that one.
Yeah.
the Santa Claus 1, 2, and 3.
You know what? I hated them all.
I liked the first one.
I said it.
Stop
I
it.
said
liked
it.
the
I
third
said
one.
it.
I did not like the second one.
I didn't
liked
like
the
it
first
either.
and the third.
So I love the first one so much. I have a YouTube video that I can post.
The
later
Santa
about it.
Claus,
But-
Claus spelled Clause. No.
They're making
I-
one this year. It's called the White Claus. No, I'm just kidding. No, okay.
Is that what Donald Trump is going to court against?
No, I was talking about the drink, White Claus.
Oh,
my God,
sorry.
get there faster.
I took it political.
Sure you did. Elf classic.
Smile is my favorite.
Yeah, I like Zoe when she sings in the shower. That's about it.
CJ, I don't like your face.
Yeah.
when
I
you said
I don't
Elf.
think he is liking Elf.
I don't like Elf.
What
I
did the
hate
Elf?
it.
What's your favorite color?
When he's like, the best cup of coffee. Congratulations. You did it. It's so good.
I'm not a Will Ferrell fan.
You got the older movies like A Christmas Story. I never seen it.
love it.
Never seen
You've
it.
never seen A Christmas
Never
Story?
seen it. My uncle watches it every year.
It's the worst Christmas movie of all
A
time.
Christmas Carol. Never. I mean, I've seen
What
it.
one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Miracle on 34th Street. Seen
I watch it every Christmas.
All right, so I've never seen the original. I saw the one with Dylan McDermott.
Of course you did.
From
Oh,
America,
yeah, and Elizabeth
from
Perkins.
And Elizabeth Perkins.
And the girl
Mara
from Matilda.
Wilson.
Yes.
Yes. That Richard Attenborough or whatever from Jurassic Park, the old man with the cane, is the Santa
Yeah.
Claus.
Adorable. Have you guys ever seen Prancer?
Is he not Santa Claus?
Prancer with Sam Elliott?
Oh, I love Prancer.
Yes.
Excuse me while I go cry in the
I
corner.
loved Prancer.
If you don't name this one Christmas movie,
Wait, look
hold
at
on.
his list.
Hold
He's
on,
like, your eyes are really good. If
We're
you
there.
see
We
that
already
list.
I didn't have my glasses on.
We already talked about A Wonderful Life. We talked about this kind of in our last episode. The Family Stone. Did we mention that? It is
Again,
one of.
I could watch that year round.
It is one of my favorite. It's kind of sad, but it's so funny.
Kinda sad.
Okay, but it's funny. It's got humor, and it just reminds you of how dysfunctional your family can be at
No,
Christmas.
this is the Family Stone is like the opposite of Hallmark because
Oh, yeah.
Right.
it's not anything like how you thought it was, but it's real and it's honest and it's by far the closest thing that you'll see to a normal
Oh, yeah.
Christmas family, and it actually helped my
so
mom.
many big people in it too.
Oh my God.
I think that's the ideal family.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do too.
It literally, I'll never forget my mom, like, after I came out and like we're coming to terms with a lot of it, and my mom just like holding my hand and being like, I just want to be like Diane Keaton in The Family Stone. And I was like, goals, yes, like let's just aim for that. And
There's,
now
like-
she's so good.
Oh, and Sarah Jessica Parker played such a pretentious bitch in it.
Oh,
Like,
and Amy Adams playing the sister.
oh yeah, and
The,
Claire
like,
Danes.
cool
and-
sister.
Claire Danes being
There's
the
like deaf gay son
Yes.
who's dating or married to a black,
black man. Yes.
How much better can you get?
And the dad is Coach.
And his name is
then-
Kelly. Like, yeah.
Yes, it's if you've not seen The Family Stone,
It's a good one.
message me. I will give you my Amazon log. And I will, because everyone should see it because it's just so good. It's so good.
Have you guys ever seen The Polar Express? I never seen it.
I've never seen it.
I finally saw it a couple years ago and I bawled.
It has
I was like,
Tom
never
Hanks,
again.
right?
Okay, so movies to cry at. Nope,
Yeah,
thanks.
yep.
Pass. Have you ever seen This Christmas with like Regina King and Chris Brown? Like,
No.
I really like it. It's a really
Is
good
that on
movie.
Bravo?
No.
Oh, never mind.
So I was like really like when Chris Brown and the Rihanna thing went down.
This is pre that.
I was
This
Team
is when
Rihanna, I
this is when he
know.
was just like coming out.
So like I was Team Rihanna, so I haven't done any Chris Brown shit.
Okay, and then there's the little corner movies. Christmas with the Cranks, Jingle All the Way. The Christmas Chronicles was big last year with Kurt Russell.
So Spencer, I
never
didn't watch
seen
it
that.
last year. So Spencer made me watch it this year. It was cute. It was cute.
Cute.
And there's a really good surprise cameo at the very end.
Okay. And then your big one, Frozen. It's a kind of a.
But is that really a Christmas?
It got classified as a Christmas movie, but other movies that got classified as Christmas movies, I'm curious of your thoughts on these.
Okay, so let's talk about
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
No.
Die Hard. And that's like the number one debate.
Edward Scissorhands.
I kind
The
of
Harry Potter.
No.
Oh, see, I feel like Harry Potter, like they.
The earlier ones.
So me and Spencer watched like two at Halloween. I was like, we should watch two at Thanksgiving, two at Christmas, one in the New Year. Like,
Oh yeah, I just don't get it. Like Gremlins is not a Christmas movie, and people.
I
Oh,
know,
it takes
but
place at Christmas.
This is the problem.
I know. I liked like Office Christmas Party. That one I got. That was hilarious.
What's
with
Office
Jason
Christmas?
Bateman and Jennifer Aniston, and it's like about their company throwing an Office Christmas party.
Oh, I've never seen
Oh,
that.
it was really funny.
So
I'm a
Josh,
big Jason Bateman fan.
Wait, is that from a spinoff from Horrible Bosses?
No, a lot of the same
Jason
people.
Bateman, same
and
cast,
Jennifer
yeah.
Aniston were
A lot
Horrible
of the same
Bosses.
people, but no.
And I liked Horrible Bosses.
No.
Because Jennifer Aniston was like a fucking cougar.
Yeah,
She was like,
oh, she's a bitch in this movie too. She's a total bitch.
So this past weekend, Steve and I went to our friends Josh and James. Hey guys, thanks for
Hi, Josh and
hospitality.
James.
love you.
We went to their house and watched Christmas movies, and of course we drank wine. The first movie we watched was Babes in Toyland. Thanks Disney Plus.
Is that like Drew Barrymore?
what? This is like
I've never heard of this either.
1930, like
what's the
Babes in Toyland.
What's the one with Drew
The movie's from
Barrymore?
1930.
It's old.
What's
Like
the one with
black
Drew
and white?
Barrymore where she's like CINN?
It's-
She sings
It's
Cincinnati.
Josh,
not,
let it go.
It's not Babes in
a thing.
Toyland. Anyways,
God, I thought it was Babes in Toyland.
get your Disney Plus.
Sorry.
Look up some Babes in
Is this like
Toyland.
claymation? 1930.
No, it's not claymation. God, it's got a net. It's got raw.
Annette Funicello?
Yes.
Oh.
I do know this.
Okay. Anyways, the next movie we watched, which this was our friend Josh's, not our podcast Josh, but our friend Josh, Krampus. That is not a Christmas
Okay.
movie.
Okay. So I have.
That's how I feel about Bad Santa, but it's actually a
No,
Christmas
this is
movie.
like a horror movie.
Okay, so I have one of my best friends in the entire world went to me with my first gay bar. Ryan, he'll never listen to this. So he loves scary movies. Loves it. He's ruined my Netflix account.
He's ruined my Netflix.
Before they had like profiles, he ruined my Netflix account.
Because you watch this, you will enjoy
Yeah.
this.
Oh yeah, he watched The Human Centipede and it forever
Oh,
fucked up.
no, ma'am.
Yeah. But anyways, so he was like, guys, we're gonna do a Sunday fun day. We're going to the movies, and then we're gonna go to the happy hour bar, and we're gonna all drink and drunk, and it's gonna be awesome. I was like, yes, sign me up. We get to the movie theater. I was like, what are we seeing? Krampus. I almost screamed. I cried. I think at one point I grabbed his arm and buried my head into it. At one point, these sinister little elves steal a baby. This is not a Christmas movie.
But it has Tony Collette in it. And thank
Jason
you,
Bateman.
Jesus.
And Jason Bateman.
yeah.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Oh, it's terrible.
I don't like it.
It's terrible. It was horrible. I hated every second of it, and it ended, and it was terrible. And I was like, "This is not a Christmas movie, and you've ruined my holidays."
Well, a little.
You're buying me a drink.
A little secret hidden gem of a Christmas movie that I love.
Yes, tell us.
Is Four Christmases with Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, I like
and
that
Vince
one.
Vaughn,
I've never
I like that
seen.
Tim
one.
McGraw. There's so many like big people in there.
That's a
I've
good one.
never seen.
Yeah, like
it.
it's good. I think it's got like the kind of humor. It's not as like Bad Moms 2 kind of. I think the girl from Bad Moms 2 is in it, not Mila or Kristen, but the other one, the sidekick girl that's like always in it, but she's in it. Like there's a
She was in 10 thing. How to Lose a Guy in 10 days.
Yeah. It's a funny movie, and like they try to go away for the holidays, which sometimes just sounds glorious.
So we should. What
We
you're
should
telling me is
leave?
that I should have a Christmas wedding, Christmas
Right.
engagement, Christmas wedding. None of us had do the holidays.
I mean, but yeah, it's a good one. It's just one of those
Okay.
hidden Christmas movies.
My
I've never
favorite
seen it. I've always
Christmas
wanted
movie.
to.
Yeah, what's
and
your
it is it's the most campy thing, and I love it, and no one will ever put it on any list that they'll ever have. But it's Ernest Saves Christmas.
I love Ernest Saves Christmas. I've seen
so
it.
much fun.
It is fun, and my favorite thing about it is I watched it like 2 years ago, and it's so 80s nostalgia.
Yes.
The girl's wearing her jean jacket and she's got her scrunchie and like it's just very 80s nostalgia.
Yes.
Do you remember the 80s Christmas movie? I couldn't think of it, and I tried to research it. It was with Dudley Moore.
Dudley Moore? I was going to say with Dudley Moore.
With Dudley Moore and John Lithgow?
It's just called like Santa Claus.
Okay, is it? Oh,
Yes.
I used to love
And
that movie.
John Lithgow's like the crazy
Uncle.
businessman.
He's the crazy uncle.
Yes.
I used to watch it
and
as a
Dudley
kid
Moore's
all the
one
time.
of the elves.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, yes, I
It's-
do know
I
this.
think it's
Like,
just-
it was like one of the big Christmas
It
movies
was
of the
huge
80s. Like
in
they
the
used to play it
80s.
all the time.
Huge. Yes.
Loved it.
No, I watched that.
so glad you
it was
remembered
one
it.
of those ones that my mom was like, "We have to watch this."
What was the premise? I can't remember anything about.
John Lithgow's like trying to ruin Christmas,
Wait,
I think he's trying to make Christmas like not a holiday or
or
something.
like commercial. He's really trying to commercialize.
Yeah.
it.
I remember the candy canes. Didn't they? Somehow he took like the magic dust that make the reindeer fly.
Yes.
There's
and puts them
definitely
on.
shit with.
They
there's
put them
def-
into the candy canes so that they could sell the candy canes, and then like all these people are flying all of a sudden. I have not watched this movie in
Don't remember
years.
the people- I don't remember
that.
people flying, but I do remember.
Yes.
Yeah,
Candy Cane and Dust.
Dudley Moore was definitely one of the elves, and Santa may or may not have ended up in prison. I feel like that happened a lot.
Yeah, right.
Well,
Well, that happened on Miracle on 34th Street. Doesn't he go to jail or he's
yes,
on trial?
yeah.
and I also think it happens with the one that we were just talking about.
Ernest?
Ernest Saves Christmas.
Ernest Saves
Yeah, he went to
Christmas,
jail
yeah.
because he thought he was a crazy old man.
Yeah, and,
Wow.
and I will also say this, and not to like deviate the conversation. So I'm not a huge fan of all the claymation ones.
No.
But my favorite claymation one is called like The Life and Times of Santa Claus.
Never seen it.
Never heard of
Okay, it's one of the claymation ones, but it tells like the origin story of Santa Claus. And there's this thing called the Great Ankh, and he was like this.
Bless you.
And
tight.
so it starts. They're in this forest, and all of a sudden there's these beautiful like little like muses and nymphs, and there's this giant great man. And he's got these giant antlers.
Was
and
this True Blood?
It's very so it was very like Celtic and very like we're gonna go like deep origin story, not very Christian, and maybe that's where I fell apart from the Catholic Church.
No.
But yeah, I liked it. But so if
Did you say you like dick?
no, I liked it. I liked it.
I thought you said I like dick.
This
And I
is
was
a
like, well,
Christmas
If you
episode, boys.
don't think I look a candy cane, this might not be the Christmas episode for you.
this is the gayest podcast
Well,
ever.
speaking of dick and Christmas
Yes.
episodes, let's just keep it on flowing, and we're gonna move it right into our FMK. our
Marry, Kill.
Yeah, you thought it was Christmas and we weren't gonna fuck, marry, or kill someone.
When better to have sex than at Christmas?
Please, it's my
Yes.
Christmas wish.
And we all know there's one person at Christmas we all want to kill.
Oh, that's so true. So for this episode, we have chosen to go with our handsome hunks from, well, I'm just saying, The Holiday. We're going to go with Jude Law.
Yes.
And
The
then
Holiday, which is the movie with
Jude Law, Cameron Diaz, Kate Winslet, and Jack Black.
where they switch lives.
Right.
Yes.
Which
Okay.
sounds amazing. Like,
It's basically like your Airbnb, but like you stay at my house,
Where
I
you
stay at
follow,
yours.
yeah.
Right.
Where you actually communicate with the host.
right. And then we decided to go with Hugh Grant from Love Actually.
Yes.
Uncle Jamie.
Nope, that's
Oh.
Colin Firth.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
Hugh Grant is the Prime Minister.
Oh, yes. He falls in love.
When he does the dance
Oh.
through the Prime Minister house, and
He falls in love with Natalie.
Natalie.
The chubby girl.
girl.
And I'm using air quotes because Natalie is not chubby.
He was
She
like-
is beautiful.
I know, he's like, oh, are we calling her chubby?
Would we call her chubby?
And she's like,
Huge thighs.
Yes. Oh, the worst.
And then for our final, we are going to go back to all of our movie that we talked about, The Family Stone, and go with the head son Everett, who was played by Dermot Mulroney.
Hey.
Yep. And
Also, if you've ever seen The Wedding Date with Deborah Messing,
That's one of my favorite
he
movies.
plays the male gigolo.
yeah.
Yes.
Keep it Christmas, Josh. Keep it
Sorry,
Christmas.
sorry.
I mean, gay men.
I'm just trying to, in case they never saw The Family Stone,
Got it.
they have another point of reference.
All right. Well,
Well,
look,
you're the Christmas.
No, you kick it off. Go ahead. You have an opinion.
I was prepared for the hunks of Hallmark, but I guess if I have to do these three,
I almost choked on my
I'm
wine,
sorry.
Josh.
I don't
The
watch
hunks
that many
of
soap.
Hallmark?
I don't watch that many soap operas.
Aren't there one hunk in every single movie? Like, it's the same one?
Well, if it depends
No.
on if Lacey or Candace were busy that weekend.
all right.
I feel like it's the guy from...
I thought we were keeping it focused.
I thought it was the Desperate Housewives guy.
I did watch it with Jesse McCall.
No, Metcalf and no, we're talking about Mike.
Mike,
the guy
yeah,
that played Mike. Yeah,
Isn't he in like 7?
we don't know his name anymore. That show's not on there.
Yeah. Okay. So sorry. All right.
James
so,
Denton. James
all right,
Denton.
let me-
Thank
all
you.
right. 1, 2, 3. I'm killing Jude Law. I'm fucking Hugh Grant, and I'm marrying Dermot Mulroney.
You're killing Jude Law, you little Matt Damon.
Oh.
Jude Law, like I said, his ass looks just like Nicole Kidman's. I saw Cold Mountain. I don't get it.
Okay, have you seen the talented Mr. Ripley?
No.
All right, and then
I'm fucking Hugh Grant. You know what?
and you're marrying Dermot. Okay,
I'm marrying Dermot. I don't love Hugh or Jude. It was kind of a toss up.
got it. CJ.
Oh, I'm going to not know what I'm going to do. I'm going to marry Dermot.
Okay.
Fuck. Who's the one? Jude Law. And then kill the
Kill
other.
Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
You're killing the Prime Minister.
Well, you know what? Are we calling her Chubby?
Bobby, we need a Bobby.
Okay. All right. I am going to marry Hugh Grant. Yeah, did you see the way he shakes his butt in that movie? It's so cute. He dances all over the house, and he comes and gets her at her house, and he goes and knocks on every door.
All right,
He goes
just
and-
because you marry the prime minister does not make you a princess.
Is-
Right.
You are not the queen of England.
You're
but
only there for a few
But I'm the
years.
first lady now, bitch. Well, that's just in America. Poor Melania Trump. Sorry. Whatever.
No one knows the first lady of the UK.
They would then. And then I'm going to...
They would then.
I'm
Because she'd be a scandal.
We got Princess Margaret over here.
going to fuck Jude Law, because who doesn't love a party boy? I like a party boy.
You're killing Dermot Mulroney?
Peace, brother. Yeah, not interested.
He is getting up there in the age.
He almost got in between Ross and Rachel. I wasn't really a fan when he did that. Yeah, no. He was a little whiny brat in that movie. I was like, make up your mind. What are you going to do?
I am shook.
Well,
I can't believe.
be shook,
I
girl.
thought I knew you.
You can shake in your Uggs.
Have you seen The Wedding Date?
Oh my God, one time. Yeah.
When they have
whatever.
sex in the boat?
Oh, in the
cares?
boat was my favorite.
Oh, to Maroon 5.
Anyways, bring it back in.
Sorry.
Bring it back in.
Sorry.
Well, boys, I love you. Merry Christmas.
Merry
Happy holidays.
Christmas.
Happy holidays to whatever anybody celebrates.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. We love you.
Here's to a bright 2020.
Yes. Thank you for celebrating with us. Please have a safe and wonderful holiday.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Cheers.